Welcome and welcome back to Life of the Muse. I'm the Muse. This is my life, and this is our first WIP chat. I did notice when I came back to this canvas that a few of the drills had kind of fallen off. I really don't even know how that happened, but before I move on to the section that we're actually working on, I'm just going to go ahead and lay those drills back down. So you have seen this diamond painting before if you've been to my channel before, because in my most recent video, other than this one, I did a kitting up, and that was my first time doing a kitting up video on my channel, but I did enjoy it and I do plan on doing another one actually very soon. I already have the painting canvas picked out and everything. So let's go ahead and address the somewhat little mini elephant in the room. And what that is for me is the fact that here on this channel, I've said it before, I don't have a niche. So what's happening is I'm ending up combining several different communities. I have the people here that just enjoy lifestyle content and vlogs. I have people here that are from the diamond painting community, and I'm happy to have you. I have people here. When I first started YouTube, I thought I was going to be a beauty vlogger, so I have a few people here for that. I've got all types of subscribers in the Muse Mafia, and again, I'm happy to have you all, but it's just a little bit funny to me the way I'm blending the communities, like I said. So for those of you that are not super familiar with diamond paintings, this is a WIP chat, and that's pretty much, I'm gonna whip and I'm gonna chat. WIP stands for work in progress, and so pretty much it's gonna be kind of like, honestly, me just talking, but it's supposed to feel podcasty, it's supposed to feel conversational, and it's supposed to kind of give you something to listen to while you either watch me work on my project, or you can work alongside me on your own project. Doesn't have to be a diamond painting. It could be a word search, it could be a paint by numbers, a regular painting, but WIP chats are, you take your work in progress and we just have a cute little chat, a fun little chat. I will say that I do know my WIP chat looks a little bit different from everyone else's, or the more common style of WIP chats, because most of us artists are doing those in real time, and we're having that conversation right then and there as we're recording. But to be completely honest with you, I rather listen to true crime documentaries. I rather listen to something that's going to keep my mind running. I don't want to sit and ramble while I'm doing my diamond painting, because that's my moment to sit and think or sit and listen. So I do believe that every WIP chat I do will be in this sped up style. You can still watch me. You can still kind of see what I'm doing. We can still have our chat, but I also don't enjoy WIP chats that are super duper long. I can't put my finger on why that is, and it's like I enjoy them in segments. Like if your WIP chat's an hour, it probably took me 4 sittings to watch the whole thing, just because my attention span, I can't do it. So I wanted to do it in a more sped up fashion, and I wanted to do it, you know, in a way where I wasn't like forcing conversation. I want to concentrate on the painting while I'm actually doing it. Also, if you're not new to this channel, I've said it a couple times, my living situation, I'm not in my own apartment like I was a few months ago. I'm crashing with some people right now, trying to save up, find something I like, but I want it to be affordable. I live in Charlotte. Just Google the statistics. If you don't have time for that, I'll tell you. Apparently, which I can tell, but apparently this is the most expensive city to rent in North Carolina. Honey. And with that being said, I've lived alone before multiple times. I've lived with other people, like roommate situations, multiple times. At this point, where I'm at now isn't gonna kill me. It's time to just stack up. So many people get caught up, and I want my own. I do want my own. I'm very excited for the fact that it's manifesting and on its way to me, but until then, this is stack season. So I said all that to say, I'm very rarely the only person in the apartment. I'm very rarely the only person home. And what that means is, even if I did want to do a WIP chat where I was speaking to you in real time, having that conversation in real time, you're going to be hearing other people's conversations in the background. You're going to be hearing, whatever movie other people are watching on TV. And I live with a very family-oriented family, so you might hear them kiki ha and then catching up. That's not for y'all. That's for them. That don't have no place on my channel, for real. So all of the WIP chats will be done in this style, at least till I get my own place, but I'll probably continue it in this style even after that. Moving right along with our conversation, one thing I want to mention or answer that nobody asked me is kind of like, well, yeah, I guess kind of how I got started with diamond painting. Completely honest, it started with TikTok. Just like they are forcing us to overconsume everything, I would see people on TikTok diamond painting, and it was ASMR videos primarily, and I really, really enjoyed them. I enjoyed that little pop after they placed the drills down. I enjoyed how shiny and pretty. I enjoyed the fact that it was another art project for me to try. And if you know me in real life, you know I am the jack of all trades. There is very few things that I won't try or haven't tried when it comes to art. So I saw it. I was like, I want to do it. I bought a Make Market kit from Michaels. Don't remember how much it cost. I do have a vlog that I'll link below about when I got started. But that kit did come with 2 8x10 canvases. They were partial canvases, not full drill canvases, but partials. Knocked those out, and at that point I decided, yeah, I'm hooked. I'm addicted. But again, you can watch that entire journey in the vlog if you click the link below. But that's pretty much how I got started, and I have coworkers and things that'll see me working on my diamond paintings, and they're like, well, I want to get started, or do you think that's something I would enjoy? Yes, you should definitely get started. You can either go to Michael's like I did and pick up your first kit in person. That made me feel a little bit more comfortable because I'm like, okay, it's in person and I can just kind of look around, compare prices and things like that. Or Temu sells them. I've never bought a Temu kit, but I know they have a ton. Amazon sells them. I have purchased some Amazon kits. It does depend on what seller you go through, but I don't know enough to tell you like, this seller sucks, this seller's great. But I will say most of the ones on Amazon are really, really affordable. And Amazon is really risk-free. If you don't like something with your purchase, just send it back. They will pay you back or send you another one. Hobby Lobby is a good option to get one. There are several diamond painting companies. Now, those are on the more pricey side, I would say, for the more experienced diamond painter, because you want to make sure you already have your technique, you already have your accessories, you already have all your tools that you need, and you're not going to be wasting your money. So if you're interested in getting started, give those recommendations a look. On the flip side of people being excited about diamond painting or excited about joining the community or buying their first one, I have a lot of people that will see me doing this and they're like, oh my God, I don't have the patience for that. Girl, like, I understand that we're all different. I understand that some of us are artistic, some of us are not. Some of us are patient, some of us are not. I'm an Aries. I'm not a patient person either, but when it comes to starting something and finishing it and watching it turn into a much larger product than what it started, that's different for me than, oh, I'm patient or I'm impatient. When people tell me, oh, I don't have the patience for that, it's weird to me because it's like, you can't sit still. You can't sit still. You can't commit to something. You can't bring something to completion. Like, it's not patience that this requires. It's just the desire to complete a task. I get it. It is time consuming. I get it. It is tedious, but there's no deadline for these unless you're one of those people that gets paid to do reviews, or, you know, your YouTube is your job and you're doing this because there's some type of compensation involved. If you're not one of those people, what's the rush? Just complete your diamond painting. Like, what is the rush? I don't know. That's just a slight little pet peeve of mine. I'm not patient enough for that. What are you patient enough for? I don't know. It's just weird. And it's not that I don't get it. I do get it. I'm not a patient person either, but I diamond paint. I don't know. It's a little pet peeve of mine when people tell me I'm not patient enough for that, because, like, you just don't care enough to complete it. And that's fine, but it's not your patience. You just don't care enough. And now that I've gotten that off my chest, let's take it a step further and have a little bit of a raw conversation, right? Have you ever come across those types of people whose communication skill or social skill sucks, and they say off the wall stuff to start a conversation? They say off the wall things trying to, I don't even know the word I'm looking for. I guess trying to relate to you, trying to bond with you, trying to converse with you. There's some people in my life recently, and it's more so at the workplace than anything, but, like, everything you say isn't funny. Everybody not going to receive it the right way. Read the room. Like, some people have literally said some off the wall shit to me in the past few weeks in an attempt to start a conversation or try and make me laugh or break the ice. And the thing about it is, I don't need the ice broken. If I'm sitting in a corner by myself, that means I don't want to be bothered. I don't need you to come over there and make an off-color joke. I don't need you to come over there and say something that is probably inappropriate. Just leave me to myself. Leave me to myself. I can tell that some people are bothered by the fact that I stay to myself, and it's like, this is not to offend you. It's just for my comfort. So, for example, I'm not patient enough for that. Some of that has been said to me completely unsolicited. Again, if I'm in the corner doing my own thing, which I often am with diamond paintings, and I can be at work and it'll be very slow, so I'll sit in the corner and do a diamond painting, and someone will walk up, oh, that's too much for me. Good thing I didn't ask you. Good thing I didn't offer it to you. Good thing I didn't buy you one. I do want more of us to start practicing self-awareness, because what makes you see me doing something? I didn't ask you to do it. I didn't ask you if you wanted to do it. You see me in the corner doing something and you just, no. Like, it's not that serious, but it's not that serious, but in being self-aware, if I'm sitting here doing something, I don't need you coming over here speaking negativity over it. I don't need you coming over here telling me why you can't do nothing like that. Like, what are we doing? What's the intention of this conversation? What's the point of that? Self-awareness. I really just want to, like, ask y'all, it's a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer me. If you feel comfortable enough to answer me in the comments below, feel free to do so. We can have a conversation, but rhetorical question. Are you self-aware? Do you consider yourself self-aware? Do you know when you're being annoying? Do you know when you've said too much or when you've said something unnecessary? Do you know when you're being a bad friend? Do you know when you dropped the ball and didn't show up properly for someone? Like, do you know? Do you know? Do you ever ask yourself, like, am I doing too much? Was that okay for me to say? And I'm not asking you this to make you feel bad. I'm asking you this because I feel like the more we all, as individuals, increase our self-awareness, the better off everybody will be. I often vent about people doing me wrong and doing me dirty and things like that. And it's like, you know, on one hand, I have the right to feel that way. But on another hand, do they even know they did me dirty? I always want people to be accountable for what they had me messed up at. But one thing I can admit is I hesitate way longer than I should to even initiate those conversations. So that's me having a self-aware moment with you all right now. I get upset with people that mean a lot to me. And because I'm offended or hurt or upset with them, I just shy away. And I don't bring to them, hey, you hurt my feelings. Hey, you had me messed up. Hey, we need to discuss such and such. Now, I do have my reasons for not bringing those conversations up, but I have to be self-aware like I want these people to be self-aware, right? I need to work on my communication. Do you have something that you think you need to work on? Are you self-aware but you have just certain areas where it's harder for you to see, like when it comes to your friends, when it comes to your man or your woman? Like, I don't know. I'm just picking your brain while picking my own brain, because that's the type of stuff I do when I'm diamond painting. So those type of chats we're gonna have. I do encourage you all to get your own diamond painting. I do encourage you all, if you're not into something this tedious, to try some other type of craft that will allow you to sort your thoughts and give you an outlet. And I also encourage you all to increase your self-awareness. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of how you show up in your relationships. Be aware of your place in everything. Increase your self-awareness. We're going to go ahead and get this section finished up. And from there, I'm going to remove the film so that we don't have any excess. We just have the film that's covering the remaining sections to do. Thank you all so much for joining me for my first WIP chat. I hope that it wasn't too all over the place, but this is how my mind works, and I'm just, I'm gonna roll with it. But follow the house rules, which are to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Muse Mafia, see you later.